Alright, hello everybody, Zaxter99 back here with another video, another first impressions review. And guys, I want to go ahead and ask you a question. If you are a user of Steam and you buy games on Steam, I just want to ask you, when you go to pay your hard-earned money and you buy a game, right? Maybe it feels incomplete, maybe it just feels like it's missing a lot of things, but it runs okay. But you later find out that you've bought basically an asset flip that somebody has basically downloaded from a website, say the Unity store or the Unreal store, and they really did nothing to the game except hit export and upload it to Steam. And you paid good hard-earned money for this, for something a developer or developers basically did nothing with. They maybe changed the name and sold you something they put zero work and effort into. How do you feel about that? So what we're going to look at here, guys, is another game. We've played a couple of the backroom games. I've showed you a really bad one. It ended up being made by some young kids, some young 13-year-old kids, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it made one of my M.I.S.S videos. And then we played one that, the Backrooms game, that was really well made. And when I did that, guys, I found out that there were a shitload of games on Steam, much like Vampire Survivor games and such. There are just a shitload of backroom games. Some of these games have mixed or negative reviews. Some of them have positive reviews, and they come in at all kinds of costs. Anywhere from like 99 cents all the way up to like 20 bucks. Here's one for 14.99. But guys, I want to go ahead and focus today on a game that launched last year, almost a year ago on October 28th, called The Backrooms. All right. Well, welcome back. So sorry about that. I had to take a call. But the Backrooms, yes, came out late October 2022. And if you click on this, the game is actually getting 77% positive reviews. And when you play the trailer, it looks pretty good. Turn the volume down. The volume on these Steam trailers is always so freaking loud. But we're going to go ahead and show you guys why this game is an epic fail and why I don't recommend supporting this particular developer with this particular game. And we'll be back to do that right after this. Zaxter 99. Alright guys, welcome back. So when we launch the game, here is what we get. The Backrooms is the name of the game. M.I.S.S Games is the developer. Copyright 2021, all rights reserved. When we click this, let's go ahead and start a new game here, because I did play this for just a few minutes already. And when we get up, we start here in a little room here. And we see
access denied.
that we're access denied that way. So we're gonna run this way. We see nothing that we can get. We're in the dark.
If you can hear this, please answer. Hello?
Oh, they're actually going over this way.
Listen, we had a problem on our side. The door is shut. We should get it back up soon. Stay right where you are. Don't go anywhere. Oh, and make sure your camera's running. I'm sorry to say this, but it's important we know what happened to you.
Right. Alright, so if we come here and we click options, let's take a look at the controls. Key bindings. So we have spacebar is jump. Flashlight is F, run. And we don't have any kind of, it's talking about make sure your camera's running. We don't have any kind of a camera in the key bindings at all. So we're going to go ahead and resume here. I guess we are running our camera by default, because right mouse button zoom in and out. And we move through here. We got a little bit of static on the screen, as you can see. And here is the back rooms. We're going to go ahead and hit flashlight to turn on our flashlight. And notice this ink splatter here on the screen, on the wall. Pretty freaky indeed, right? You think, wow, this is one of the better backroom games on Steam. Looks pretty freaky. And then we have this guy that comes up and will hack you to pieces when he catches you. Ah! So the wobble is cool. So we get hit, and he basically kicks our ass like that, and we are dead. So then it's just basically rinse and repeat and do the same thing over until you can find your way out of the backrooms. So it looks like a pretty decent game, right? But let's go ahead and quit and go back to our desktop, guys. And let's go back to this particular game that's getting mostly positive reviews. Now, I want you guys to go ahead and, we saw that. We saw the creature in the game. We saw some of the, look at this particular image here as well. Now, if we come up here, guys, and we look at the Unreal Marketplace, let's go ahead and search the same thing that we searched on Steam here, if I can spell. Let's go ahead and search Backrooms. And this is amazing to me that there's this much crap for the Backrooms. But here, guys, we look at something really similar here. The exact same font, the exact same static we see. What the hell is this? Oh, a very high-rated horror game template, Backrooms environment. Boy, this looks really familiar here, doesn't it? We see the exact same guy. Remember how I told you to take a close look at the eyes that we see exactly right there? Same blood splatters. Everything is exactly the same here. And so it's obvious to me that what this developer did is simply bought this Backrooms template and then just exported it and put it right on Steam. Because right here we can download the playable game. Well, let's go ahead and do that. And of course it's asking for and you guys are welcome to do this as well. You guys are welcome to download this particular Backrooms demo and take a look at it. Remember, you are going to have to accept that it might have viruses, that kind of thing. But since it is coming from a template right on the Unreal Marketplace, I have quite a bit of trust for it. And let's go ahead and run this Backrooms executable demo for this asset kit right on the Unreal Marketplace. Alright, so when we see the same thing, guys, we get up in almost the same position. We don't have that little room that we had, but you can see as I move around, the sway is exactly the same. It's exactly the same, paintings on our drawings on the wall. Here's our escape right inside the game. And you can see the walls and everything like that look exactly the same here. There's our eyes, exactly as they are. And there is the same exact creature. And if he hits us, it's going to be the exact same blood splatter and knockdown. Exactly the same gameplay as if we spent $10 on Steam. So if you guys want to play this exact same game, by all means, instead of spending $10, just go download the demo for the asset kit if you want to play this. And I'll have the link to that demo down below in the description. But that is what you get, guys. So as we can see, the Backrooms here, this is an asset flipper. The only thing that I see that he's added to the asset kit that he purchased is he added the starting area where you're moving around in that dark area, and the assets that he has for the hazmat suits and the the voice recorder of the guy telling him to stay close and all that. So if anything, that's all he's added. The gameplay itself, what's important, the important part of the gameplay, as you can see, is directly from that asset kit. Ionized Games should be ashamed of himself because he is nothing but an asset flipper. He doesn't know how to create a game himself. He just goes and buys a complete kit and sells it on Steam pretty much as is. And, this is shameful. Again, if you guys want to play this game, I'll provide a link down in the description where you guys can go play the playable demo instead and have the exact same experience. So, I don't know how people are giving this game such positive reviews because it's just an asset flip. And we know what I think of asset flips. I don't mind people using assets to make a game when they actually create the game and the gameplay themselves. But in this particular situation, Ionized Games has simply downloaded or purchased or whatever the asset kit and just hit export and left everything as is, except for maybe that adding that little starting area. But you see, even the mechanics of like getting up and getting knocked down is exactly from that asset kit, and the developer really hasn't done anything here worthy of the $10 price tag. So let's make yet another M.I.S.S video, guys. We are now up to M.I.S.S number 329. This is a refund for me and a not recommend because I like buying games where the developer actually did some work himself and not just downloaded a full kit and hit export. I'd love to know what you guys have to say down in the comments below, though. This has been Zach39. Hope you guys have a good day or night, whatever time it is in your part of the world. We'll see you in the next video, everybody. Take care.